What if the greatest gift you ever received was one you didn't even know existed until it was too late? He spent 40 years working a job he hated, skipping every luxury, and living in the shadows of his own home. He was building a masterpiece he'd never lived to witness. Look at this picture. A child in a graduation gown, bright-eyed and full of promise. Now look at this one. A young man, barely older than the graduate, his hands calloused, his face etched with exhaustion from a long day's work. These two images, decades apart, tell a single story. It's the story of a silent sacrifice, a foundation laid with sweat and exhaustion, built for a future the builder knew he would never see. This wasn't an accident of fate. It was a deliberate choice, a conscious decision to work for a harvest he would never personally reap. Today, we're uncovering the profound weight of that choice and the legacy it creates. Imagine waking up before the sun every single day, your body aching before you even start. The work is grueling, repetitive, and thankless. This was his reality. Not for a week, not for a year, but for decades. Every dollar earned from that back-breaking labor wasn't for a new car or a nice vacation. It was meticulously set aside, a sacred fund for someone else's education, for a future he could only dream of. Think about the mental toll. The constant delay of personal gratification, pushing aside his own wants and needs, year after year, to ensure his family's stability. He wasn't just tired. He was carrying the weight of 2 generations on his shoulders. There were moments, countless of them, when the pain was almost too much to bear. A bad day at work, a bill he couldn't quite cover, a dream he had to let go of. But in those moments, he chose silence. He hid his struggles, masked his pain with a quiet smile, all to protect his children's focus, to keep their eyes fixed firmly on the future he was building for them. He knew their success depended on their belief in a world of possibility, a world he was creating one silent, painful sacrifice at a time. It's easy to overlook the power of small, consistent actions. A few dollars saved here, an extra shift work there. Individually, they seem insignificant. But over time, like drops of water filling a bucket, these small contributions compounded. They transformed from spare change into a college fund, from a safety net into a launch pad. That disciplined saving, that unwavering commitment, became the key that unlocked doors of opportunity for the next generation. It's a powerful example of how one person's choices can fundamentally alter the trajectory of an entire family. We see a ripple effect, a shift in social mobility that starts with a single act of selfless discipline. The family tree begins to grow in a new direction. This is where the torch is passed. The father, the laborer, the foundation builder, sees the first glimpses of his vision taking shape. His child, now an educated professional, an innovator, is ready to take that foundation and build something even greater upon it. The dream is no longer just a dream. It's becoming a tangible reality, passed from the hands of the builder to the mind of the visionary. The cycle of struggle is broken, replaced by a cycle of opportunity, all because one man decided to plant a tree whose shade he knew he would never enjoy. There's a moment in every child's life when the veil is lifted. It's the moment you look at your own comfortable life, your professional achievements, your stability, and you suddenly see the invisible price tag attached to it all. You realize that your smooth path was paved over rough, rocky terrain by someone who walked it for you. You connect the calluses on your father's hands to the degree hanging on your wall. And with that realization comes a profound, bittersweet ache. You reach milestones he dreamed of for you. The graduation, the first big promotion, the birth of his grandchild, but he's not there to see them. The cheers of celebration are mixed with a quiet sorrow, a longing to share the victory with the one who made it all possible. This is where the feeling of entitlement, the youthful assumption that this life was simply your due, melts away. It's replaced by a deep, humbling sense of responsibility. You understand that your success is not just your own. It's a shared legacy. You are the living, breathing embodiment of his sacrifice, and now, it's your duty to honor it, to make it mean something. That comfortable life is no longer just a gift. It is a profound debt of love that can only be repaid by living a life worthy of the cost. So how do we live that vision today, in a world so different from the one he knew? We see it in the way we parent our own children, instilling the values of hard work, discipline, and gratitude that were modeled for us. We see it in our career choices, as we strive not just for personal success, but to create opportunities for others to pay it forward. The father's legacy isn't a static monument. It's a living, breathing principle that we integrate into our daily lives. His silent sacrifice becomes our guiding voice. This story isn't unique. Look around your own life. Who are the silent builders? Who laid the foundation for your success without ever asking for recognition? It could be a parent, a grandparent, a mentor, or a teacher. Take a moment to see them, to truly understand the weight of their contribution. And then, tell them. Express your gratitude before it's too late. The most powerful way to honor their legacy is to carry it forward. Become a foundation for someone else. Plant a tree for a future you may not see. Support a student, mentor a young professional, be the silent, steady force that helps someone else build their dream. That is how we ensure that the sacrifice was not in vain. That is how we turn a silent legacy into an echoing chorus of success for generations to come. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe to my channel for more videos and stories.